Cruz, good afternoon. May I ask who's calling, please? Hold the line a moment. Laura Wilde. I'm very sorry. I'm afraid that he isn't in at the moment, Miss Wilde. May I take a message for you?
Darling, he's in. I'm parked 20 yards from his office, right next to his car. Would you ask him to come down and speak to me, please?
I wonder what she's up to, Ken.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must say, it came as a bit of a surprise. You panicking on the boat. Especially on the one I built.
I'm sorry. It's not like me to suddenly go to pieces like that.
Right. Do you want to tell me about it? Oh, come on, Vanessa. We're very old friends.
It's to do with Klaus.
Oh. Well, in that case, it's none of my business.
No, I want you to hear. You know the riddle of the sands.
Well, of course I do.
What is it about yachtsmen and that book? Anyway, Klaus always wanted to follow the route of the Calcibella. You know, through the Frisian Islands. We eventually chose last year to do it. You ever sailed in those waters?
No, I haven't.
The tides are treacherous. I should have known. Oh, I'm not saying the weather killed him exactly. He used to joke that his heart was missing a few beats these days. Well, storm blew up one night as we cut across from Schleswig-Holstein to the East Frisians. We ran for cover behind Norderney. At one point, I was trimming the Genoa forward. I looked round, and he wasn't there. All of a sudden, he just wasn't there. I was terrified. He hadn't clipped himself to the wire, something he was fanatical about. I searched for him, radioed the Coast Guard. Where the night wasn't black, it was misty. Thick blankets of mist. He was washed up on a sandbank the next day. I went with the Coast Guard to identify him. It's funny, I didn't believe he was gone for weeks. I still don't in many ways. But I haven't been on a boat since until this morning. I don't think I could go out again. I tried this morning to prove that I could, but I couldn't.
You don't have to prove anything, Vanessa.
Yes, I do. I do. To myself.
Yes, well, do it in your own time. Not in mine. Or anyone else's. In your own time. You'll know when you're ready.
You all right? Oh, yes, thanks very much. Good.
Nice. Very nice indeed.
Well, I'm glad you approve. Now tell me why you're here.
Recognize it?
Did you get hold of that?
Yes, of course you do. It's the Leisure Cruise report. A mutual friend gave it to me.
Friend?
Sir John Stevens.
Thanks. Do you think we can discuss this in my office rather than in front of customers?
Your success in purchasing Wild Mouldings is reported in there. My God, Ken, you've got a nerve. Treating it as a fait accompli before I've signed on the dotted line.
It was just a mere formality.
It's not mine to sell, it's my father's.
Well, he wants to get rid of it. I thought I was doing you both a favour. What else did Sir John say?
Quite a lot.
Was your meeting business or social?
Oh, come on, Ken, we're in negotiation.
And what did Sir John have to say about our negotiations?
He feels that a merger could benefit us both.
And how do you feel?
That all depends on terms and conditions.
Oh, I'm sure we'd both find the terms and conditions mutually acceptable, Laura.
So did Sir John. In fact, he's going to recommend it to the Leisure Cruise Board. But naturally, he thinks it might sound better coming from you.
Sounds as if you and Sir John have all but drawn up a contract.
He made some suggestions, yes.
Supposing I'm not interested in Wild Mouldings.
Oh, you're interested, Ken, or you wouldn't be here discussing it. Besides, I'd be interested to see how you explain this, exaggeration to your shareholders.
I see. You're putting me in a bit of a corner. Well, I can't say object. I think we're going to make a very good partnership.
Miss Wilde, there's an urgent phone call for you in reception. Miss Wilde, phone call in reception, please.
How'd it go?
What?
That lady's trial.
Oh, very well.
Sounds it.
You fancy a jar at the sailor?
Why? Something troubling you?
Ever lost someone at sea, Tom?
Oh, that's it. Vanessa's husband, Klaus.
Well, it's not so much Klaus. I was thinking about Vanessa.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, years ago, she and I were very close. That was before I married Eileen and she met Klaus.
You mean serious?
Yep. But in those days, I was a very ambitious young man. So I decided to marry the yard that came with Eileen. Now she's gone, and Klaus.
Are you two getting back together again?
No, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. I owe it to Eileen. As the old bard says, Tom, conscience doesn't make cowards of us all.
Jack, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah. I feel she's still here. But you know, sometimes I walk through that yard, I turn, expecting her to be there, looking at me, asking the same old question, why I let her down. And I did, you know.
In what way?
Every way.
You okay? I'll wait for you here in case you need anything.
Thanks, Ken.
Go on, as a favour.
I've got so much work. I've got to let this publisher have an indication of the photos I want to use at the end of the month.
The Round the Island only takes a day, Abby.
Oh, who else is in it? Any of our friends?
Bound to be, it always is.
Okay. Okay, I'll crew. It might be fine.
Ah, I'm going out to win. Avril's putting the pressure on. She's not the only one. Where's your dad?
He's out. He'll be back late.
So obliging.
Isn't he?
I hope I'm not disturbing you.